I'm Jeff Pospisil, the 10-Minute Treasurer, with practical advice for improving your church's financial future. And yeah, it is me. I just decided to shave and get a really short haircut. This video I'm going to talk about taking a loan from your retirement. So taking a loan from your retirement either for a hardship, an emergency, or for the down payment on a home. And this is going to be coming from the United Methodist perspective. The United Methodists have a pension plan held by Wespath, and I'll actually show you how to exactly do this through my own personal account. I'll show you how to do that. But I'll also give some things to think about as well. So first of all, I want to say that borrowing from your pension account, borrowing from your retirement account should never be your first option. Your first option should be to get your finances in order and to plan ahead. We all know that emergencies happen, especially for pastors. You should really know that these happen. So build an emergency fund. Or if you suspect that you're going to one day live in a home, build a down payment. So that should be your first option, plan ahead. But if you're not there, what do you do? If you're faced with the choice in an emergency to either take a loan from your retirement or to put it on the credit card, or maybe you have to purchase a house, do you take a bigger mortgage or do you take a loan from your retirement? That's the question. So here's what I would consider. First of all, the borrower is slave to the lender, and even though you're borrowing it from yourself, you're actually subject to the rules of the pension fund. And one of the main rules you need to be aware of is if you're borrowing from your pension account is if you would happen to leave the ministry or retire, the balance of that loan is due in full on the date you leave or retire. So that's something to think about. I'm not totally sure on this, but there might be a way to satisfy the loan from your retirement fund when you retire, but I'm not totally for sure on that. So you'd have to talk to somebody from Wespath to make sure on those rules. The other thing to think about is you are paying yourself back. So you're taking a loan from your retirement and you're paying yourself back with interest, and right now it's about a 5% fixed rate, which is kind of nice. I mean, that seems pretty good. But the long-term return on those funds, if they would have stayed in there, would have been at least 8% if you're conservatively invested. So it would have been at least 8%. So it will cost you some, especially for a down payment loan. If you're stretching that over 15 years, you will have some extra, you will lose out on some of the earnings. But then again, you're also going to save on, well, let's just say you're not able to put 20% down. You're going to pay the premium mortgage insurance. You might have to pay a higher interest rate on your mortgage. So if that's the difference, then maybe it's a good idea to instead take a loan from your pension account. So here is how I actually do it. This is my benefits axis. So you're going to see right there is my name, and here's my account. I'm a layperson, so all my money is in the UMPIP. You go to accounts and apply for a loan. That's where you go. Click on that. And you're going to have the choice, two types of choices. So for a hardship loan, and there's the terms are right there. You can click on that to read more about that. But I'm going to go for the principal residence loan. And you can see the interest rate is 5 1/4, and they update that every now and then. And you can borrow a minimum of $1,000 up to 25%, and for me that's $48,000. So 25% of the value of your fund. So I'm going to put in $48,000, and I'm going to punch in 15 years. So it's either months or years. You can do it either way. It turns out the same way. And then I'm going to go ahead and submit that. And now it'll just show you the terms. And this is a good place just to even just check out if you want to do this. There's a loan fee of $50, which isn't too bad, but it's not free. And then you can see here's what your payment will end up being is $385.87. And you can see what your total interest was too. And you can choose how do you want to apply? You can apply completely online. You can choose electronic. And then after this, really the next few screens are just going to ask for banking information and that you verify it. So I'm not going to go ahead and show that, but this is super easy. They've made it super simple to go ahead and do this through Wespath. All right, I hope this video has helped. And again, this is a ministry of the Finance Office of the United Methodist Church in the Dakotas, as well as the Dakotas United Methodist Foundation. God bless you.